hit start recording, and it's time to stream to Discordia.
Discordia, it's time to stream this.
Oh, we're not streaming. We're just recording.
One away from
I'm aware.
Ah, shit! I just realized.
Utopia.
What?
God darn it! My phone's charging.
Oh.
I don't want to take it off the charger because I, have a thing. I have the game guide.
Wait,
Yeah.
what just happened?
But it's okay.
Yeah,
I can just put it on the lowest setting.
I wonder.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have to solve the crimes yourself this time.
No, that's gonna be February 24th, 3:12 p.m.
Well, I haven't found the guide yet. You gotta give me a second. It's somewhere in my
Writing core law.
hundreds of
Now it's guide time.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Alrighty, here we go.
Ryan is tweeting.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
looks like we're ready now.
Oh God, it's back to day 1 on this guide. Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Alright, what are we on? Day 3, right?
Yeah.
We did the trial,
Could
didn't we?
be.
Yeah. Day 3 investigation.
Alright, hold on.
Can you
Yeah.
save in the midst of a trial?
Yeah, you can save whenever in this game.
Okay.
Who's gonna be Emma while we wait for Jess to get her dinner?
Well, that was Jonathan last time.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. Sorry for what my sister said.
Neil Breen is dead.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
You can't, that's just the way life is. Sometimes your favorite bad movie actors and directors and writers die.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Dudes who are down bad, all of us.
That is tragic.
I didn't know Neil Breen was dead.
How could he have done this?
I never knew that the Secret Lovers 9 incident was just another name for,
Neil Breen? The Neil Breen
I actually-
killings?
the Neil Breen killings. I
The
think he had
Joe
another
Mama
name for it, but
Oh,
I
yeah, the
forgot.
Joe Mama killings.
Yeah, the Joe Mama killing.
As committed by Neil Breen.
Or was
No,
it
this
Joe
alien
Mama that killed Neil Breen?
Wait,
Cheeto wanted
was it-
Joe Mama to convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean what happened to you? Are you talking about when your parents died?
Yeah, it's all there in the file. Joe Mama's last victim was prosecutor Neil Breen. When he murdered Chag and Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
But, what did you have to do with that?
On the night prosecutor Neil Breen was murdered, Joe Mama tried to kill me.
Nani? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
How could he have done this? How could he have tried to save you?
Yeah, how could he have, committed suicide, Emma?
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Mama trial.
Well, who couldn't have seen that one coming? Anyway, you wanna
never
talk about your, dark past?
It happened 2 years ago. It was right about this time of the year, too. It was kind of sunny out like it is today. Or is that every day?
That's every day, because it's Los Angeles.
Oh, wait. Oh, I guess there was thunder, too. I may have forgotten about that. But I was alone in my sister's office.
How do you forget what the weather was?
I don't know. I tried to block this day. We were planning to eat dinner together when she finished her work.
Killing the
Suddenly.
parents.
This terrifying man came bursting into the office.
I believe his name was, Joe Mama.
It seemed like he was running from someone. Pulled out a knife and screamed at me. He just went up to me and was like, "Ah!" And I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Prosecutor Breen, I think, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Jigen's brother. Oh, look at that. Autoplay, Galaxy Note 10.
Now, Joe Mama tried to take me hostage, but before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. So Breen tackled him. Then...
that's when Neil Breen committed suicide.
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, bolts of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. Still see it now.
You mean the one that just flashed up on the screen? Anyway, why don't you tell me about your life afterwards, after, you know, your parents were dead?
I don't remember the moment when Mama stabbed Breen.
So, you weren't able to testify about it?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be my Cheeto, why she made up the crime.
The fuck do you mean she made it up? You're telling me she submitted bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Cheeto forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
I mean, I'm genuinely not surprised here, knowing how much of a cheating prick he is.
Yes. But I'm sure he didn't know anything about this particular beast. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when the trouble started. That smile, that damn smile. I mean, Mr. Edgeworth or something. It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. But as we've established, my memory is unreliable.
Yeah, well, so is Edgelord's, considering he left me at a Denny's at 3 a.m. on New Year's Eve. So, he really has been involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same, and by Lana I mean Cheeto. She became cold, like she is today.
Cold Cheetos aren't a flavor. Anyway, you want to tell me about that picture that flashed up on the screen?
What's a screen? Well, anyway, Mama knocked down Mr. Breen and raised his knife.
Neil Breen was stabbed right in front of this poor young girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently I passed out.
Ah, look.
When I came to, Cheeto was cradling me in her arms.
Well, you've been through so much. You know, your parents died on the same day, you're nearly brutally murdered.
Yep, the exact same day. Alright, couldn't bring myself to testify. I tried practicing in an empty courtroom, but the words just wouldn't come out. I was choking. Well, I don't know the words, but it wasn't any good.
I tried drawing a funny photograph.
Did you draw a funny photograph and give it to the judge? I know he likes funny photographs.
There was that permanent picture in my brain, but the judge couldn't read my brain. I should have thought about that. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies. Find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Cheeto would never have to forge any.
Ah, interesting. But there's still something that bothers me about this crime. You know, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time.
That's right.
So why would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor.
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Mama had been taken in for questioning that day.
They took him in for questioning, and you mean to tell me the police were so incompetent they just let him go?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
How are they so freaking incompetent?
Well, The detective offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator. And, you know, they didn't really think that the alleged serial killer would actually run away.
You know, I don't know why I'm supporting my brother, who is a police detective, anymore. But wasn't Cheeto the chief prosecutor at the time?
No, silly Billy. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Cheeto was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
I'm not adding that to the what counter.
After the Joe Mama case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Ah, fascinating. So she and my brother have more in common than he knows.
Then she quit right afterwards.
I better... You know, we should probably go talk to your sister.
Yeah, I like doing that.
Yeah, I like bugging people, too. Hello, Mr. Guard, who's still stuck to the floor. How have you been?
Magic, is that you?
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
No one fed.
I
No one
killed them.
fed. No one bothered feeding him this whole time.
Well,
Yeah,
hello,
I
Miss
killed him.
Cheeto.
Mr. Wright, once again, you show up in the midst of my happy hour.
Well,
But-
you know, I'm always able
That's
to...
a lie. I haven't seen you happy in 2 years.
Oh,
Guilty as
Jesus
charged.
Christ.
Yep, guilty as charged.
I wasn't
I'm
saying
never
that. I
happy.
was saying Jesus Christ to the fact that my phone keeps disconnecting from my computer. But anyway, so, falsifying evidence. You and my brother have a lot in common.
What are you talking? Oh, okay, yeah, you got it. Okay, I don't see what you got me there, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
But Cheeto, if you're wrong about forging evidence, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks.
Yo, Cheeto. Your sister told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective, and the Secret Lovers 9 incident was the reason that you got transferred to chief prosecutor.
Yeah.
So, why don't... I'm gonna brutally murder this fucking charging cable. But anyway, could you fill me in about the unusual change in jobs?
Well, I suppose you got a point. It was pretty unusual. I mean,
So tell me about today's trial. Because there was a lot of revelations that were uncovered. I'm pissed off with my charger, but there's a lot of revelations that were uncovered. The fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago, doesn't it seem suspicious?
well, it's not really suspicious. One case is the result of another one. Just tying up loose ends.
So you're telling me that Joe Mama was a hitman?
I didn't tell you anything. All I'm saying is, the fact that it took this long for people to notice that Neil Brain is dead is just beyond me. Like, everyone here is a fucking twat except for me.
I was there and I didn't really even notice.
Oh, actually, no. Gumshoe isn't a twat. He's a pretty smart guy.
No, not really.
I believed in you, Cheeto. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
Reach out to her.
Emma, I'm afraid you don't really know me that well.
I live with you.
It's like you're not even my real sister because you're not even my real sister. Do you know what happened 2 years ago? Do you know what happened to your soul 2 years ago?
My soul? What did I
Yeah,
do?
wait, what the fuck is going on? You mean to tell me that... Oh, wait, I'm telling you that there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Cheeto. What the Endive person said.
Which part?
The part about you stabbing him with a knife.
Oh, Wayne. That part.
Cheeto, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Why?
Emma, this doesn't involve you anymore.
I am completely dumbfounded as to what the hell is even going on in this story anymore. Anyway, why don't you tell me about when you were a detective?
Okay, I was a detective, a member of the police for like two years ago.
She was amazing.
Oh my fucking god.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
I fucking hate that man.
That's not me.
Oh yeah, that guy. He was deputy chief back then. And you know, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be where he is. I mean, you see him, right? He's kind of a dope. But he's a nice guy.
No, he's not. He forcibly married me and my arch nemesis.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
God. Edgeworth just signed the papers!
They were the best team ever, just like you and Edgeworth. They solved crimes and kicked ass.
And got people married.
God, I hate Edgelord so much. But anyway, you're a chief prosecutor, so why'd you switch?
Well, it was my parents always pressured me into becoming chief prosecutor. But
So then you murdered them.
yeah.
To gain experience points. You know, like you gotta level up.
Yeah, I got it. I had to get the execution points and so that they would let me into Marcon. So yeah, I was chief prosecutor though for solving the one case, even though I didn't want to be. I was chief prosecutor for only 2 minutes.
You know, I'm thinking that this investigation is a little lopsided.
What? You mean to tell me a person can't be chief prosecutor for 2 minutes and then quit and become a scientist?
You're gonna be a scientist?
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
I'm already a scientist. You don't know that?
No, because all I'm seeing is you
No.
standing next to the fucker that married me. God, I hate him.
If you hate him so much, why do you keep thinking about his fucking beard, his hair that he keeps?
Okay, his hair is cool, okay?
That's me, I'm pointing.
So anyway, they were pointing. A long time ago, those three were pointing. It was the first time that Marshall worked with his brother Neil Breen, who had changed his name to the script because he didn't want to get recognized as Neil Breen.
How could he have done this?
Of course, Joe Mama killed him, and since you all thought that Neil Breen wasn't Neil Breen because he changed his name, I guess it was a major revelation to learn that Neil Breen died that day.
When the sky fell away.
So, yep, that's the whole story. Oh, and he tried to murder my sister.
Yeah, you know, that sounded like a bad thing to do.
Prosecutor Breen was trying to save me from Joe Mama.
And he did a shit job. I mean, you died.
Wait, what? Your sister died? What the fuck do you mean she died?
I mean, you're dead right now, Emma.
But.
You're just a clone I reconstructed using Maya Fey's DNA.
You know,
Is
that
that
explains a lot.
scientifically possible?
Of course it is. I'm the chief scientist at Mark. You know what? I'm not gonna finish that sentence. They have a strict don't mention.
But I don't know anything about Maya Fey. I'm my own person.
You know, it sounds like your cloning technology, you should really change the memories around in them.
It appears so. Well, wait.
Look, I'll prove it. My favorite food is hamburgers. Hers was cheeseburgers.
That's just. Have you ever tried a cheeseburger?
No.
Then how do you know it's not your favorite food?
Oh, damn.
Oh no!
So yeah, I kind of took her soul out of her body, basically, and used it to clone her.
Well, that's interesting. So now my daughter's dead.
What, your daughter's dead? Since when?
Yeah, because you... Oh, wait, are you talking about your sister?
Yeah, my sister.
Okay. I'm sorry, there was some confusion.
Okay, you wanna know what's confusing? Why nobody thought Joe Mama was a serial killer. Even though he publicly stated that multiple times that he was a serial killer. So I beat him up, and then he fell to the ground.
Well, that's rather
But-
fascinating.
But I panicked because Emma was dead.
Well, I can't blame you for panicking after all. Your sister was dead.
So I just kind of left the whole place behind, and Gant kind of helped me clean up the mess.
So let me get this straight. Your sister's dead. Neil Breen is dead. Fucking the marriage guy, I don't even know his first name anymore. And he was related to the judge. Was there as well. And Joe Mama was dying, and you just left.
Uh-huh. Hey, do you know why it's called the SL9 incident?
Yeah, I'm not buying it, Chief.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident. Just by chance alone.
But the case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Yep, that's me.
Officer, whatever his last name was.
It's Officer Jigen.
Jorgen, got it.
Jigen, not Jorgen.
Jargon.
God, you're terrible with names.
My parents are terrible with names. Who names their daughter after a food snack?
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Mama.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories. Except for you, Emma.
Ha, nerd. Anyway, that case isn't over yet. You see, your sister was killed by Joe Mama at the police department, correct?
Yep, in the office that Damon, Goofy, and I shared. Now that office is just occupied by Goofy himself.
Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final murder. Well, you have a wonderful day, Miss Cheeto. I'm gonna be going home.
You do realize that SL9 doesn't stand for Secret Lovers.
Well, then what does it stand for?
It stands for Sisters Lost, because my sister fucking died.
Well, that's interesting, but you have fun with that. I gotta go.
So what do I do then? Am I still your sister?
Yeah, what do you... Wait, what?
I'm sorry, not talking to you, but...
Your sister's not here anymore, so let's go.
I guess I could be your daughter or something, you know.
Oh, God, I'm not adopting another child.
Are you sure?
Fine,
Come
I'll
on.
adopt another child.
Yay.
Oh, God, now I have to get a bigger apartment.
Hang in there, Phoenix.
Oh, God, I gotta get a bigger apartment now. Ah. Well.
Howdy, Bambino. Oh, it's you, Mr. Cowboy. I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning.
Woke up this.
Que sera, sera. Never know where life will lead you, eh, Bambino?
We're sorry, but we don't speak Italian.
I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning. Who's Billy?
His pet cactus. Anyway, where are you headed, Mr. Jigen?
Just over to the prospector's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, but we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner. No, but Mr. Jigen, why do you do it? Why do prospectors head west? If there ever was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
So, before you turn yourself in, you mind if I ask a couple of questions?
What do you think I'm going down to the office for? It's all questions, questions, questions.
Well, anyway, why don't you tell me about the Joe Mama trial?
Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me, neither. All the detectives thought so.
So, but what do you mean by fishy? Was it a smell?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade with broken tip?
That was Joe Mama's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. Question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
Oh, golly.
It means there's a good chance that the knife was not the murder weapon. Pew pew!
Bang, bang.
However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
So, the facts have been concealed with forged evidence.
That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that SL9 left behind.
Yeah, sister's lost, huh? Anyway, why don't you tell me about your brother, Neil Breen?
I got the looks, but he got the brains and the acting chops. He was one of the best actors around. I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he? Your brother? He was 27. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You mean the,
The Kink Award.
Oh, god damn it.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Well, you see, you must have been really close with your oh god.
The day the sister's lost incident took place, it wasn't the same day as... That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Why in God's name is everything adding up to not you?
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. Also, I didn't do it. I didn't do no crime. Except for the one they're gonna arrest me for already.
The one where you,
I can't believe it's been 2 years.
Wow.
I tried to steal evidence, but they got me.
Yeah, apparently someone tried to stop you as well. Detective Wayne was murdered. The evidence locker is empty. Why don't you tell me about these emotional scars? Because I hear there's a great counselor that helps with these emotional scars.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. Y'all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of.
I just noticed your brother's in the lower corner behind the text box.
Indeed, that's him. You were too distracted by my pointing, I think.
Yes, I was.
Now, Miss Enda was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Bruce Wayne?
If they did something to him, too, the commissioners would get sus.
Commissioner Gordon!
Oh. They were careful enough not to be too obvious.
Commissioner Gordon and, Police Chief O'Hara. I should have known from the start.
Who are you actually talking about? Don't get upset, Bambino. I mean Demon Goofy and Cheeto Sky.
So why don't you tell me about that?
The investigation lead, Demon Goofy, and his second in command, Cheeto Sky.
Interesting.
There weren't a person of the force who hadn't heard of that duo. That case was the biggest step in both their careers.
And then she got transferred to the prosecutor's office, correct?
Yeah. Demon Goofy, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She'd never been the same since she left. Huh?
Fascinating.
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Sky was a totally different when she was a detective. Phew.
Now that he mentions it, Emma did say something like that as well.
Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Bambina, but it's a secret to everyone, partner. I never found out.
Ah, the secret. It all started 2 years ago on the same day that more evidence was being transferred. Who would have guessed?
You want some applesauce?
Actually, yeah, I could go for some applesauce. It is kind of hot out today.
Yeah, that's my story. You enjoy it, partner?
Yeah, your applesauce was pretty good.
There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth ain't my enemy.
Yeah, he's my
He's
enemy.
your lover. He
Hey.
was the one who
I'm
used
in black and
falsified
white.
evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Demon Goofy. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today. Pew! Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina.
Adios, muchachos.
It's been a ride.
Anyway, let's continue on our merry journey. Ah, yes. The place is always empty, but today it's empty.
Ah.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Thanks, Police Chief O'Hara.
Chief O'Hara, call me, Captain Weber.
Okay, whatever your name is, but thank you.
Okay! Hey, about Mr. Edgeworth. Try not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. Is that okay with you?
Wow, what statement?
That almost Christmas isn't Christmas.
Ha, I remember that one like it's yesterday.
Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Goofy's office.
Do you think that's okay?
I mean, why not?
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Okay!
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay!
I mean, we aren't police or anything, but
Wait a minute. That's not okay then. You can't go in there.
not okay.
Now I understand where my
Not
brother gets his
okay.
unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go in anyway.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I recommend you
What
don't.
the fuck is this place?
Pinky.
Why in God's name does he have an organ? Also, where the fuck am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. I can read.
Yo, check out that pipe organ.
Hey, I used to take lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Botch. That's how you say it, right? I thought I was a genius.
Oh god, my ears.
I never could remember how to pronounce botch.
It's Bach. Oh god, you've summoned him.
Oh, is someone mentioning Bach?
Hello, Chief Goofy. I put that paper
Hey,
he was reading in
would
his
you
desk.
like this receipt from audible.com? Of course you wouldn't. Audible.com hasn't been developed yet.
I'm gonna blow my eardrums out.
So, Rado, what you think of my swimmingly talented organ playing?
It's okay.
Okay. I appreciate that. Even if it wasn't up to snuff with how I would like it to sound, you were honest with me. Anyway, how about Lana? I mean, you know, Cheeto Lana Sky, her middle name. I just call her Lana. As a
Yeah, well,
nickname.
you weren't very, truthful with me when you put that Guatemalan soil down.
Yeah, but how about okay. Whoa, how time flies when I get distracted by my luscious lot. Just the singular one. Anyway, how about Lana getting provocative with Detective Gumshoes? You have what it takes to be a shipper, just like me.
So, this is, Neil Breen.
Oh yeah, he was the kinkiest son of a bitch ever in this here building.
Something's not correct with this picture, but I can't quite seem to put my finger on it.
Is it the fact that the Kinky Award is complete in this version?
Oh my fucking god, you're right.
Yeah, the Kinky Award did get sure stuck up his ass. Just like how my eyes are stuck looking up at this one strand of hair. Okay, I'm gonna lock up here, so, you know, let's go out together. It'd be rude if you stayed in someone else's room without their permission.
Oh, would that be rude? But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago.
Well, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, but since the statute of limitation has run out, it doesn't really matter anymore in terms of investigation.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that President Clinton did a disservice when he signed it into law that trials are only 3 days and the statute of limitations run out in 2 years.
Only for solved cases.
I'm not sure if I made myself clear. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
Alright, I get it. You want Shake Shack.
Now hurry up and get out of here, you little rapscallions, you.
God, I hate him.
Or else I'll take your noses.
So
Wow.
you're welcome.
Yeah, but this case isn't over with yet.
What do you mean?
Well, it's completely... I mean, he told us to go. That means,
That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
God fucking damn it, stop stealing my lines.
Oh, sorry.
Also, your voice
I was
changed.
just-
Are you back to normal?
I was just distracted because I was thinking about Clue, you know, like the board game.
Also, you missed a lot of development with your character.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you're a clone.
Oh, hey, it's me.
Oh, Gumshoe can explain it.
Don't worry, I'm the exposition man.
Alright, my brother Gumshoe, I'll allow you to explain everything.
Okay. Truth be told, I was only half listening. I was more distracted by Cheeto's beautiful eyes and whatnot. And oh my God, wow, she's kind of the woman of my dreams, honestly. But you know, I don't think we're gonna keep seeing each other. I have to go apply for the Dojima family soon in Japan.
I don't know what that is. I think I have
Yeah.
short-term memory loss.
Wow, don't worry, I'll explain it. Let me think. So let's see, you are actually a clone because Cheeto, her actual sister died, and so she reconstructed you from the stuff.
Maya Faye's DNA.
From Maya Faye's DNA, which is why you're so similar to Maya Faye.
Maya Faye died?
No.
No,
You
no,
died,
just-
Emma.
But
I
fortunately-
died?
Yeah,
Am
that's
I
right.
in the bad
Hey,
place?
you know what? I have to go tell Edgelord that I'm in love with someone else now, because the last time I didn't tell him, he got really... Well, you know how he is.
What do you
Well,
mean
of course,
last time?
Of course I know how he is.
No, he's on fire right now. He tried pouring the tea in tea club, but he accidentally set the tea on fire. And so now the whole T Club building is burning down, and it's almost like the battles that firefighters fight when they fight fires.
I'm just curious as to how you set tea on fire.
You know, that's a really good question.
It was hot tea.
It was pretty
Is it
hot.
because- Is it because of my sister that she set the tea on fire?
Probably. She probably orchestrated it. It boils down to it, kind of like boiling tea. Yeah. You know, there was falsified evidence, too, that Edgeworth used 2 years ago. And now the whole world is after him. Except for me, because I don't really like him anymore.
Yuckies.
Yeah, exactly. Yucky.
Yeah, also, Emma, I have to buy a bigger apartment because you're getting adopted by me.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so why don't you tell me about Edgelord being on fire?
Okay. Oh, yeah,
And,
I just remembered another detail. SL9 actually stood for Sisters Lost, because Cheeto lost her sister in the incident, because Joe Mama killed her. So that's what SL9 really stands for. So now we know.
Oh,
Realsies this time.
I'm dead?
Yeah, you see, you think you fainted, but that's because Cheeto implanted that in your brain.
Exactly.
Anyway,
Wow.
speaking of Cheeto, you'd say she's guilty, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, she's probably guilty. I mean, she said so. I mean, you know, I don't know why we're prolonging this case. Truth be told, I haven't been paying attention. But you know what? If we can get her innocent, then that would be pretty cool, because I really want to go on more dates with her. And we can't really go on many. I mean, do you have any fun date options for someone in prison? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
Got
you could just tunnel her out of prison.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Anyway,
It'd be like
I
that
don't
one
really want to think
episode
about.
of Avatar.
I don't really want to think about Edgelord that much. So, but
Oh god, I can just picture him right now, wagging his
he
finger
keeps
at
showing
me.
up in my nightmares in black and white, just like you just saw.
Are there really so
He
many
haunts
people
my
who
dreams.
hate him that he shows up in people's nightmares in black and white?
Oh yeah, in our world, everyone is haunted by visions of Mr. Edgelord in black and white. But he's young, so you know that means he'll keep haunting us for years to come, and it'll go on forever.
Hey, Dick! Keep up
Hey,
the
what
good
you
work.
say?
Keep up the good work.
Oh, okay, thank you, Papachi.
I'm not Papachi. I'm Rorachi.
Oh, I see.
God.
I got it. Yeah, you know, got it. You know, I keep thinking that people are insulting me when they call me Dick.
You gotta take me back to the joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Hey, what the fuck did you just call me?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Cap. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it seems like you don't have any problems with people.
Yeah, except for this name problem. I think my name kind of sticks out in a bad way. So maybe I'm due for a new identity. Who knows? Maybe that'll come when I join the Dojima crime family. That'll be good. But for now, I'm just Dick Gumshoe. God,
Yeah,
why?
whatever you say. So tell me about the Sisters Lost 9 incident.
Oh yeah, I took a look at it while the coffee was brewing, and not the tea, because I didn't want to burn the place down like Edgeworth did.
What kind of coffee did you use? Did you use Mexican coffee?
Sure. I used a blend, a coffee and curry blend. It's a pretty
That
it's
sounds
pretty-
rather interesting. I'll have to try some.
Oh, it is. You know, the only evidence Joe Mama left behind was during his final attack.
Oh, the one where he killed Neil Breen and Emma Skye.
Yeah, his final smash when he killed Neil Breen and Emma Skye, who was trying to be protected, but he failed at protecting her because she died.
Meme!
Yeah, it is a pretty funny meme.
Ah, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that's when he left the most incriminating evidence. Oh.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I mean, I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, wait, I forget. Hey, look, it's all written in here. Maybe you could read it because I don't feel
Oh my god.
I need to think of some date options.
Mr. Gumshoe, do you know how to read?
Yeah, I definitely know how to read. I definitely passed that reading class in kindergarten. Don't even get on my case.
Okay.
Did you drop out of
Okay.
kindergarten?
No, I definitely did not. Yeah.
Because, what if I showed you this? Oh god damn it, I picked the wrong one.
Oh, Mordo says Bazinga, in case you weren't aware. Now, why exactly did this happen? exactly.
You know, I'm confused too because I don't think Steam was around in 2001.
I don't think The Big Bang Theory was around in 2001.
Of course, the Big Bang Theory was around in 2001. It's the theory on how the world was made. It's the Big Bang. You idiot! Whoever said that? Tadachi, Squatchy, Sasquatchy.
I can see my icon on Steam.
Saskatchewan.
Anyway, you know, there's probably someone who has a grudge against Mr. Edgelord. You know, actually, it's everyone on the planet because he haunts everyone's dreams. It only makes sense.
Anyway, why don't you, Wait, which evidence did I give you? Did I give you the ticket instead of this? Oh, that's Edgelord's knife. Never mind. Hold on.
In my nightmare, he came running at me, covered in peanut brittle and in a Speedo and with a butter knife.
What the fuck?
What?
So Squatchy, what the fuck are you talking about?
Edgelord did that for my birthday!
Oh, damn. He never did that for my birthday. Hey, wait a minute. What is that? Oh, okay.
That's the Sister Lover's 9, knife.
Oh,
I believe
yeah,
this would, be the murder weapon you were speaking of.
Oh, what are you doing with that? What are the odds you would have the murder weapon from the Sisters Lovers 9 incident?
Well, you
Yeah.
see, I, you know,
Away.
you
It's
see,
been locked away in a locker.
nah, I kind of took it and added it to my court record.
Oh, well, aren't you?
Okay, on the day Detective Goodman was murdered, he suddenly disappeared from the locker
He
where
wasn't.
he was murdered. Oh, he wasn't? Sorry,
No,
I
he
must have
wasn't.
missed a lot while I was,
No, he
Cause
was murdered. I was agreeing with you.
well, and he was found in Mr. Edward's car muffler.
Exactly.
Not just that, he is the car muffler. His body was transformed into a car muffler.
Don't know.
And then it all came back to me when I saw it.
Well, what is it? Quick, before you forget again.
Hey, don't yell at my brother.
I remember everything.
So why don't you tell me about his, Joe Mama's crimes?
Alright, so Joe Mama was 42 in the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill prank caller.
He was a prank caller?
Yeah, he would call people and say, hey, my name's Joe. And they'd be like, who's Joe? And then he'd be like, Joe Mama. And it was very funny. And it made me laugh, just like photographs. But then he hit someone with his car one day.
Okay.
And it was not funny because
But
it
between
didn't
this and the Persona series, why is it there's somebody is fucking murdered by a car?
Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty rough.
cars are very dangerous.
Would you rather
It's
than
like
like
a-
walk into an open
A
manhole?
running
or...
gag.
Yeah, it was an
It's like
accident,
a
but it
running gag
transformed
on
him into
this
an animal.
theory.
God, I'm
Eel?
fortunate that I've never run over anybody
This
with my
animal
car.
wouldn't have happened to have been an eel, would it?
It might have been, yes. He might have turned into an eel. God, I hope that doesn't inspire any copycat killers in the future to turn into to dress up as eels and then kill people. I also hope that I never hit somebody with a car accidentally, and that sparks an insatiable bloodlust for hitting people with cars.
Yeah,
That
that'd be pretty
that would
quacking
be
crazy,
pretty
Jimbo.
quacking crazy. But fortunately, I'm a lovable character who would never resort to such horrible violence. So anyway, there's no shred of evidence.
But he turned himself in.
Into an eel, yes. And then he fled in the middle of questioning. He slithered up to Emma Skye, and then he murdered her, and also, the Neil Breen.
Yeah,
The crime
interesting.
was witnessed by someone too, but yeah. So it was pretty crazy. You know, it's a good thing that that everyone else wasn't killed. In the whole
What do you
story.
mean, everybody else? Oh, you mean the clone of Emma.
No, I was talking about Cheeto. It's a
Anyway,
good thing she didn't die, because then I wouldn't be, going on these dates and stuff.
why don't you tell me about this broken knife?
Oh yeah, the broken knife. Well, you see, the broken knife was we traced it back to the store it was bought at. Plus, it had some fingerprints on it.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murk anyone?
Correct. Nobody witnessed it because he didn't need to. He was an electric eel, and so he electrocuted both Neil Breen and you to death. But it was easier for us to explain on the court record that it was a knife because, But the thing is, the knife is broken, so it couldn't have been the
You
murder.
don't have to take a good look at this photograph to notice that.
Yeah, it does make me laugh. Anyway, take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. Go on,
Neil Breen's body.
Up his asshole.
It was up Neil Breen's asshole.
Where was it?
Up Neil Breen's asshole. Inside his own body, literally.
Well, he certainly deserved that kinky award then.
Oh yeah, he earned it.
So did it match Joe Mama's knife?
Did it match Joe Mama's knife? Oh yeah, it did match Joe Mama's knife. I can see it.
That's pretty sus.
Yes, indeed.
Great, now I got Neil Breen's autopsy report.
Oh
and
yeah. And the knife that the
has
eel
been
had in
updated.
his mouth. He didn't use it to kill them though. He just stuck it in the asshole and then he electrocuted Neil Breen. And there you have it in a nutshell. That's the general gist of this story. Pretty quacking crazy, ain't it? Anyway, that's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing as a brother-to-brother thing?
Yeah, okay. But if it's money you need, you should probably ask Goofy, because he's fucking loaded.
It does concern him, but it's not funny. His office was a crime scene, right? It's where Neil Breen was murdered.
Oh, yeah.
Chief's out now and his office is locked, right? But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
Oh, yeah. But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Oh, yeah. I'd be fired. This is it.
Well,
It's
yeah,
over on
we
that.
can't do that.
Sorry, pal. I'm not ready to give up this life just yet. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman.
Oh, that won't work either, because the data was deleted on the day he died.
Oh.
Well, in other words, you're our only hope.
Help me! Gum Cachino, you're our only hope.
If only you could change my mind about this.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Or
Anyway,
his heart.
come on, Emma, we got work to do.
That would be
Okay.
fucking crazy if you could change hearts, but I doubt it.
Yeah, that would be kind of quacking crazy. Hey, we should go see how how this fucker's doing.
Your husband?
I wonder if Edgelord's back yet, and if he signed those divorce papers.
There he is! It looks like he's writing something.
I am writing this apology to the Tea Club for burning down. What are you doing here? Did you get out?
Well, he was sure quick to throw his apology paper on the floor.
I'm making an apology letter. Get out.
Tough day in court, eh?
Fuck you. Alright, I've had to live the past one day of not being married to you anymore. And it's been great. But I can't live with the fact that you probably regret the divorce and want to get back together. So, fine. If that's how you really feel, then fine. I will begrudgingly get back together with you.
Cheer up, Mr. Edgelord. I'm rooting for you.
Just sign the goddamn papers, you scoundrel.
I did sign the papers, remember?
Oh, I must have overdosed on Shake Shack
Always
yesterday.
trying
I'm
to hide
sorry.
his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Wow, fuck you.
Fuck you as well.
Whoa, I ain't gay anymore, Edgelord.
Darn.
Edgelord.
What? Alright, fine. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's where it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact.
But, you fucking knew, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I knew.
I mean, the evidence was falsified.
Yeah, I didn't give a shit. I totally knew it was false. But anyway, it's fine. Nobody figured it out until 2 years later. So I didn't think that far ahead. Curse past me. That was my mistake. Whatever. I guess I have no excuses. Fine.
Yeah, just a little bit, Chief.
Probably, yeah.
Mr. Edgelord.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
I want it that way. But why has it all come to this?
I'm sorry, but I don't listen to NSYNC.
Damn.
Wait, I thought he hates musicals. I guess it's not.
That's not a musical,
That's
dipshit.
a song, you idiot.
That's a song.
Sorry,
Backstreet
I don't listen to the
Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
Imagine not liking music. This post made by the Normal People gang.
This post made by Classical Music Gang.
Yes.
Anyway, are you gonna be in the trial tomorrow?
Although technically that way is in a musical because there's a jukebox musical called *And Juliet* that uses it.
Oh, curses! I've been bamboozled. First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me, Phoenix. Why is that? Perhaps you have some repressed feelings that you're not acting on?
But Mr. Edgelord, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this, because I have no plans for the future. I never plan ahead.
Well, that sucks to be you.
Yeah. Hey, this list of evidence seems too short, kinda like your dick. Most lists run twice as long, kinda like mine. Anyway,
I don't know why you think today is opposite day, Chief. Because
Curses.
your dick is only half as long as this list.
curses. Anyway, after Neil Breen was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. I had to stop all the ghosts that were coming through, and I stopped them all. And then the ghosts that didn't want to get killed formed the new Tea Club that I am a part of. But I burned down their building, and now they're all mad at me, and they're gonna haunt me. Yeah.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
Oh yeah, this one.
Oh, by the way, my ghost friends taught me how to haunt people's dreams in black and white.
Yeah,
so
no,
I
I noticed.
It's a very funny thing that I
God,
do.
I hate you. I was trying to have a peaceful dream about my dead lover last night, and you had to ruin it.
Dead lover, but I'm alive. I am so alive.
You're not the only person I ever loved.
Fear that's behind your eyes.
You're not the only person I ever loved, Edgelord.
Fine. I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this, the Kinky Award.
Why, yes, I can't exactly skip out on receiving the Kinky Award. It's the highest honor any human being could ever achieve. And so I finished up at the office, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office? Oh my god. I knew you were into weird shit, but like...
That's just normal words. Stop making everything sexual, you fucking weirdo. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Oh my god, you creepy weirdo.
Take something
What
back.
the fuck? Those are just normal words. Anyway, this is the screwdriver that I use to screw stuff.
Oh yeah.
Which is a normal thing people do with screwdrivers.
God asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office. Because something there needed screwing. It was his desk. There was a wheel on it. Like his desk chair. I needed to screw the wheel.
Oh
So-
my god, Edgelord, we get it. You banged...
So I really
You
jammed it
banged
in
cheap
there,
broad.
and I twisted it and I screwed it good. And now his chair works perfectly.
We get it, Edgelord. You banged Chief Goofy.
What is with you? I'm talking about chair maintenance.
You perform
This is
chair
why I can't
maintenance.
be together. This is why I hate you.
Anyway, what do you make of this funny photograph?
That is a funny photograph.
Because this was
But I'm not laughing.
yeah, I stole it straight off of Chief Chief Goofy's wall. Anyway,
Well-
why is the Kinky Award even bigger?
That is a good question.
Because Neil Breen had a bigger ass.
Well, Neil Breen had an extra thick ass, so he needed the super big kinky trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
What is it?
The trophy Mr. Neil Breen is holding, it's a little different than yours. Wait a minute, we just talked about that.
Yes, that is correct. It's bigger for his plump ass. Ah, I remember now.
What do you remember?
I remember how plump his ass was. But then they changed it because it was too big to print. It was 3D printed, and they realized they could save money by making it smaller.
3D printed?
Yeah, it
Yes.
doesn't exactly exist yet. So tell us about it.
It's top secret government information that only this police department has. It's not a contradiction if that's what you're implying.
Well, why don't you tell me about the Kinky Award?
Oh yes, this award originates from an ancient Chinese tale about a man who was kinky. There were two characters in this story. The first was the halberd, who was very kinky, and so he and his shield had an intimate relation. Have you heard this story?
Everyone knows the story of, you know, a bearded man having a kinky relationship with his shield. But why don't you tell it, though, for, Emma's sake?
Okay. I don't know why I'm telling it to her, but alright. Fuck you. No, I'm just gonna tell it to you. Long ago in the Kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. He was selling ARMS, the Nintendo Switch video game. Nobody knew what that meant, and to this day we still don't know what it means. Maybe it's a prophecy sometime. Anyway, he had a halberd also that could slice through any shield or armor. I'm sure you can understand why this was considered kinky. And then there was the shield that could withstand any weapon, except for the halberd. And so then...
Hey, wait a second. Objection. Those claims contradict each other.
Fuck you. But actually, yes, you're correct. You probably heard the story over and over again. Gee, it's swell to finally tell you that, yeah, fine. I was trying to do a thing, but I couldn't. So when the king pointed out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born out of this kinky tale.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize?
Yes, they symbolize kinkiness. And then you can see that on this, because they are in relation with each other. Look at them.
I mean, also, there's a giant K on the front of it.
Yes, just in case you were confused. And then even if it results in something as ugly as this, I hate this stupid statue.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's
You're
funny.
welcome.
If so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Donald Goofy, or whatever his name is, Demon Goofy. 2 years ago, he had the halberd parts abolished. I don't know why.
Oh, you had the halberd part abolished, and then somebody got murdered. Ah, interesting.
Yes, quite.
Anyway, get out of my face. I need to examine this piece of paper you threw on the floor.
Fine, whatever. Just my apology to my ghost friends.
Come on, Mr. Wright, let's take a look. It's in a book, A Reading Rainbow.
I mean, he's standing right there, so I'm sure he's not gonna mind.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Hey, edgy boy.
What?
Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground!
What? No! Oh god, wait! Dick, I still love you! I mean, what? I didn't... I what?
Letter of a
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation. I am resigning from the tea club.
Good.
I'm tired, right? I'm tired of burning down my ghost friend's house and where they have tea, using tea. I'm dead inside.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. I need to just embrace my true calling and be an arsonist. And then I will finally be happy. Maybe. For the first time, literally in my life. I don't know. Probably not. Oh well. No one else should forgive me. I'm sorry to put you through this shit, even though most of it was your fault, but some of it was mine, so I'm sorry for those tiny bits that were my fault.
I mean, I don't really care.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
I'm not doing jack shit because, I don't need him to be like, oh, Phoenix, yo, look at you, you care about me, so let's get married again.
Fine, whatever. This is why it can never work out between us.
No, it could never work out between us because I met Mia and, you know, we went on some crazy kinky adventures, let me tell you.
Oh, wow, aren't you special? Well, I have the kinky...
You're damn right I'm special.
I don't think you ever received a kinky trophy. Get out of my face, plebeian.
Edgelord, have you ever fucked on a mountain? I didn't think so.
What the fuck?
What?
Why? Wouldn't it be cold on the mountain?
Excuse me.
Oh, for God's sakes.
would you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, why don't you give a fuck? What's
What?
your big deal?
What the fuck?
What the
Lady,
fuck?
What the
What
fuck is
kind
wrong
of-
with your dialogue?
What? Who writes this shit?
You know, I think everybody in this trial is a little crazy. Especially the people that were writing the dialogue for this.
They were
No.
the two pinky
No
winners.
shit.
You won the Kinky Award.
Yeah, did you win a Kinky Award for sucking a cow's udder?
What the fuck? No. You know what? That's it. I've just about had enough of the writers. I'm going to find the writers of this game and give them smack for writing this.
You know,
Let's
I'm
have
gonna,
a whole
I'm
chat
gonna,
about-
I'm gonna force them to commit Persona 3.
I'm gonna make them burn their dread for sure. Anyway, this roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
I don't care about roast beef. God, Jesus! I just got
What
out
are
of a
you,
horrible relationship with my husband.
Oh,
God,
and here I thought you were a vegan.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Joe Mama, that's my problem. That's
My
okay,
daughter
I
is a
will not
vegan, but I am not.
Oh, I see. Anyway, Joe Mama, we trailed for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think it was I was even more alive I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy.
I'm sorry, what?
Excuse me. Could you repeat that?
No. Poor old Jake
Marshall.
Marshall.
Jack Rabbit.
He must have been going through hell.
His name is Jigen.
Fuck. Okay, I forgot. They were close, those two.
Well, yeah, no shit. His brother's Neil Breen.
Yeah, and after he died, something took over Jigen. Seeing Jigen like that made her all the more desperate.
Are you talking about Cheeto?
Yes.
My sister?
Yeah, crazy how I'm able to read minds now.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, I just thought you knew who I was talking about. The best, of course, they were raised by that legendary duo.
Ah, yes.
Name a more
Motherfucking Goofy.
iconic duo.
Cheeto
I'll wait.
And Chief Goofy.
Well, I mean, there's Batman and
Hair-loving
Robin.
motherfucker.
Yuckle. Fuck Batman. He died like a bitch in the car trunk.
Wait, I
How
thought Bruce
could have
Wayne
Batman
died
done
in the
this?
car trunk.
How
Yeah,
could
Bruce
he
Wayne died in
commit
the car
die?
trunk.
How could have Bruce Wayne done this? How could he commit die?
Anyway, why'd you forge the evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Joe Mama got what he fucking deserved. Still, it was obvious that evidence was produced in court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear while the others were kept secret.
But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. Wait a
Yeah, if you don't have proof, guess what? It didn't happen.
I'm proof enough of what happened.
minute.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
After the case, all of us saved Rain and relieved of our duties. Most even without much as an explanation. Then Cheeto transferred to the prosecutor's office and blamed Chief Prosecutor.
Cheeto always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Well, why didn't
No,
you
I
just become a
don't.
prosecutor?
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Cheeto was merely being used as a pawn, and that's my take on the matter. She was,
Okay. Anyway, why don't you tell me about this duo?
yes, Damon, Goofy, and Cheeto. Demon Goof? Whatever his name. Goof led the investigation, and Cheeto was second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Goof's mech is
Magnets.
almost Magnetism.
Yeah, magnetism. That thing that attracts, the elemental force that, you know, attracts things to each other.
Yeah. And by that, I mean his ability. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
Wow, who would have guessed? He forged it all.
Increvidence.
Oh yes, there were rumors about him back then. No one dared confront him though.
You know, I take it she's talking about forged evidence, which would be incriminating.
Back then, everyone looked up to Cheeto. All the detectives wanted to be like her.
Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Giant.
Wait a minute. Is she even my sister anymore if I'm a clone?
Log in the room. It's bothering me. When Jigen's brother was murdered, she felt as she lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. I mean, Jigen, fuck. That's what makes it all more infuriating.
You know what, Emma? I'm really glad that I have decided to adopt you now.
Star.
That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
I mean, you know, her sister died and then she abandoned her sister, so... like I said, I'm really glad I'm adopting these poor orphans now.
Yeah, good for you. I hope you treat her well than that bitch could.
Jeez.
That's right. Having solved the sister's Lost 9 case, her position of chief was secured. I almost forgot the SL9. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way.
I got it. So he put, yeah, prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office.
Wow, who could have seen that coming?
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he can control the prosecutor's office. And that must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Cheeto?
I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have been a reason for her change.
Ah, I get it. A change of heart. Well, thank you, Endive.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine.
Not really.
I hope you turn out to be a better chief than I've been. Chef, fuck.
Anyway, come on, Lana. Yeah, Lana. Emma, we have work to do. And by work, I mean, we're going back to the police department. Gumshoe, you fuck!
Oh, hey, you're back. Hey, how's it going?
Why are you still here?
Well, I gotta make 150 copies of those files, and it's pretty hard, considering I have to make them all by hand since our copier broke. I'm turning into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
that DJ.
No, I'm actually a DJ on part-time. I'm like chaperoning a high school dance. I'm doing the music. I'm a DJ there.
Oh, can you chaperone my high school dance? I'm a high school student.
Sure, whatever. But I'm not letting you into the chief's office, period. That'd be my neck on the line.
Yeah, well, I need in there, and you're gonna let me in there.
Gotta be something we can do to
sorry,
make the detective change his mind.
Did you know that your former lover still loves you?
Wait, what? What's this? What is this piece of paper? I can't read. I mean, wait a minute! I recognize some of those words. Mr. Edgeworth still loves me?
Has he ever not been serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far. Dude,
Mr. Edgelord really feels responsible.
damn. They pushed him so hard to the point where he's ready to finally confess his love. I thought he was cold as ice. He's willing to sacrifice our love. Wow. I know differently now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we just We betrayed.
Detective?
That's it. I've made up my mind.
But
Here, take my ID card.
Well, thank you.
someone found you. They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look at me. It's no secret that I'm out of the loop here. I was never meant for this,
Oh, okay, vote him out.
here in America life.
Yeah, alright, we'll vote you out,
I have
buddy.
nothing left for me but this crime family that I need to go to. And my real family, which is you. So, here you go, brother.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me do this for your sake and for Mr. Edgelord's.
Well, thank you, my dear brother. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Alright, come on, Emma, we got work to do. And by work, I mean we're breaking and entering.
Here goes, Mr. Wright.
Open sesame.
We're in. If anyone finds us now,
Well, Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
Yeah, if that happens, I'm asking you to bail me out. Yeah!
Holy shit, you just slapped him into the next dimension.
sorry, I thought you were a ghost, like the ones at Edgelord's Tea Club.
No, but of course he's too good for me because he has his ghost friend, so I wish I was a ghost.
Well, I'm glad that you're okay. But anyway, what are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
Well, I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong with this illegal breaking and entering that's going on here. So, I figured I'd come too.
Well, that's fascinating, but then what was the point of giving us your ID card?
Uh,
I crushed your ID and rendered it unusable.
Hey, don't do that to my car. I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. Does this creepy organ music always start playing when anyone walks in?
Yeah, I think it's an automatic sensor.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. And by the way, we're all in this together. That's a song I'm working on. Do you like it?
You really do want to get fired, don't you? Don't you know that it's against company policy to sing High School Musical on the, police
Damn, I guess
ground?
it is. It's fine. I'm done with this department. I'm a free agent now. This is it.
Wow, so why don't you tell me about the office? Was that
Oh,
your
yeah,
sister's,
The
Emma?
Office. Well, it's a British sitcom.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
where I was waiting for
funny.
Cheeto. On that day, 2 years ago, humanity remembered.
So is anybody using the Mac that's there?
No, sir. Nobody ever uses Macs. That's ridiculous. Anyway, Matt Damon Gant preserves the crime scene and whatnot.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting.
Oh yeah, it is very interesting. He wants to warn us all to be alert and whatnot. He told us at the New Year's Eve party. It was pretty fun. But he was pretty drunk at the time. I mean, more so than usual.
Well, that was better than my New Year's Eve because Edgelord was supposed to meet me at a Denny's.
So ever since Cheeto left, no one ever touches that desk?
Well, no one except for Goofy and the cleaning lady.
Still, 2 years have passed.
Oh yeah, it has been 2 years. You got that.
Anyway, why don't you tell me about Chief Goofy?
Oh yeah. Hey, can I ask you a personal question?
Depending on what it is.
Okay. You only came here to look around, right? And how lucky we are to be alive right now. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, right? You're not out here to do any other illegal activities.
Well, I know. I would never think of doing anything like that.
You don't think? Nah. You wouldn't be? No. No, there's no way. Never
Well,
mind.
okay
don't
then. Now let's take a look around.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Wait a minute. Wait, hold up.
What's your problem?
Oh, I'll tell you what my problem is. When someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you. It's just common etiquette. You can't just let this go.
Wow, you're starting to get on my nerves. But anyway, I
You know,
still...
this family has always had really poor communication. I mean, we didn't even know we were brothers for the longest
You know,
time.
that is a thing. So, what's actually bothering you?
Wow, you two don't think that Chief Goofy
Of course I don't think.
might be the imposter, do you?
What? Bum, bum, bum. He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Well, let's see. Chief Goofy, so it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Because that fucker is first on my list of getting his knees broken.
Oh, so you're just not going to divulge your feelings. I see. Yeah, typical
I'm very sorry.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway,
This
hey,
family
check out
really
this safe.
needs therapy. Safe. You know, that word is pretty ripe with intrigue.
Yeah, if you say so.
Oh, I
It
know.
looks like the code needs to be entered in this panel to open it.
Oh golly, I wonder what the only code could possibly be. Good thing I
It's
know.
24601, obviously.
No, it's not.
24606.
But I have a hunch that it's 8675309.
Oh, yeah, that's my birthday, actually. Maybe. I could be wrong.
I like the fact that there's a,
Were you born on 8675309?
Yeah, that's a good question.
nah, it is,
Mm.
haha!
Yeah, that's a really bad code. I mean,
Yeah,
anyway.
that is a bad code.
Yeah.
Anyway, bingo.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that?
It was 4 sevens, the final ID card and the number from that record.
What?
That doesn't sound like a birthday.
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You, me. 7. Ah, too many sevens.
Yeah, you're 1 7 shy, though. Anyway, this can only mean one thing. That it's Chief Goofy's ID number.
Oh.
Say, anyone care to look inside?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
that's
of course.
fun.
I
I'd
mean,
love
why wouldn't I want to look inside?
it. Oh, is there any money in there? How much did you have stashed away?
Look, it's a
Oh, it's a broken top.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, this kind of looks like the final piece of that puzzle of that vase that we were trying to put together.
Wow, where have I seen this before?
Wow.
something else in here too.
Oh my god. That fucker.
Oh.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, you know, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. His name was Trent. He was a contestant on a reality show. Hey, you think the chief made up that design?
I don't think so.
I see. Well, it's just a theory.
That it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so, it's empty. Because we took everything out.
So a piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cop. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I
Yeah,
think
what
this
you said.
is pretty solid evidence. Unless, of course, you can prove they have something to do with the case. I'm afraid I can't just let you take it. I mean, it's my neck on the line here.
Oh, great, now I have to prove the relevancy.
Yeah,
Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
Well, on that note, it is a little late, so this would be a high time to, save the game.
Alright.
yeah. Next time I will.
Next time, we're gonna figure out what the hell this, vase is gonna look like.
Oh,
Next
yeah.
time, baby.